Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've actually recorded me drawing anything, so I thought I'd give that a go today. And most of my work is usually digital, but today I gave ballpoint pen drawings a go. I do have a few other videos trying similar things, but it's not very often I try this. And this is the first page of a new sketchbook, so it's just a small sketchbook, an A5 one. As a lot of you guys know that are artists, the first page is always difficult because there's always a lot of pressure on it to be something nice, to look neat. And I'm one of those people where I spend too long putting things like this off and never get round to actually starting a new sketchbook or deciding what to draw. But this time I decided I would literally just pick up a pen and just start drawing. So that means I didn't have any reference or anything for this, which again is really unusual for me. I usually need loads of reference. In fact, I would say I usually struggle to draw a stick man if I don't have reference for it. So I really do rely on it normally. What I'm actually drawing in this one is quite a sort of dark skeleton demon type character, I guess. It sort of reminded me of something you would see in the Dark Souls games, the Demon Souls games, for those of you who are familiar with those. And I was really inspired by an artist called Fran Garces. I think that's how you pronounce it. I already recorded a video looking through his latest art book, and it's really good. And I was looking through it last night, seeing that he did all these kinds of, dark drawings like this, talking about just really going for it, using ballpoint pens as his main medium. And to be honest, I just felt the urge to give it a go. I felt quite motivated, and it turned out really cool. So if you like this kind of thing, I would advise buying his book. Again, I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check out the book preview video I did. Normally, I'm not brave enough to try this kind of thing, but before doing this, I picked up a random scrap of paper that was next to me on my desk, and I think it was like a Stabilo fine liner, and I just started doodling. I doodled this sort of Triceratops rhino creature, and it turned out pretty cool for such a short 10-minute drawing. So I posted that on my social media, and I'll put links to that below as well, just in case anyone wants to check out more of my artwork. But because that looked pretty cool, I thought I should have recorded that. So you know what, I'm going to record this next one, start a new sketchbook, open a pack of biros or ballpoint pens, and yeah, see how it goes. So the pen I'm using is a big round stick. It's called medium, but obviously you could use anything. I'm actually a bigger fan of using pencil because it's more forgiving, but this is quite cool and you can add more contrast. Now in Fran's book, he also uses a lot of like watercolor markers to add a little bit more contrast with the shading, add some light greys in there in shadow areas. I don't have any at the moment, so I've just ordered some. I might go back and add it to this illustration, but to be honest, I'm a little bit worried about messing it up. So it's whether I leave this one or whether I'm brave enough to actually go over it. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you think I should or not. As mentioned, this is something that I did without reference. I really just started drawing. Some of it doesn't really make sense. Whilst I was drawing this, I kind of thought, okay, I'll put some sort of armour over this deformed, creepy skull. Like a medieval fantasy armour, even if it doesn't function properly. I just wanted to draw something cool, to be honest. But the armour wasn't really working out how I pictured it, but I just carried on anyway. So there's not really much logic to this drawing. There's no point me pretending there is. But I carried on regardless and tried to turn it more into a mask that had been like destroyed with various horns poking through, trying to give the effect of it being damaged and this skull that's just growing these random things that are just, deformed, I guess is the right word. And I spent about 45 minutes doing this, which again for me is extremely fast actually. It normally takes me hours and hours to finish anything, and they're not usually that good. So I'm not sure whether this was a one-off and whether I just got lucky. But also because this is like a demon, skeleton, deformed thing, let's call it, it's a lot more forgiving than things I would normally draw. So like pin-ups and portraits, for example, if I get a feature slightly off, it's very obvious and the whole drawing looks quite wrong, and it makes me look really inexperienced as an artist. Whereas something like this, because it's so deformed and messed up, you can add bits all over, move features around a bit, and you can just get away with it even if it's not perfect, because it kind of adds to it if anything. So maybe that's why this one was a little bit easier. I'm undecided whether to fill this sketchbook just with more illustrations like this and just see what happens, or whether I shouldn't really limit it just to one topic like this. And I did actually fill one other sketchbook in the past. It's the only one I've ever filled. Again, a small A5 biro sketchbook, but that one was only 20 pages long. And I do actually have a video on YouTube flicking through that. So again, I'll put links to that one below as well. I think you guys will enjoy that one if you haven't seen it already. I'd love to know in the comments below if you guys would like to see more artwork like this, more illustrations, time-lapse paintings, and what subjects you want to see it on, or me just doodling, or whether you prefer book previews, tutorials, or a mix of all of them. To be honest, my hope is that this video might inspire someone that's in a similar position to me. So as an artist, I actually don't draw that much at the moment. A lot of my time is spent promoting, working on social media, and selling things like that. So I never get around to actually drawing. So for me, the inspiration was the book that I mentioned already, but it inspired me just to literally pick up a pen. I mean, it's just a ballpoint pen, anyone's got one, and pick up one of my pads or a sheet of paper and just start drawing. And I'm going to leave it at that for this video. I'm really pleased with how this one turned out though. I'm not sure whether I just got lucky, but hopefully I will carry on with this sketchbook and see how we get on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget you can follow me on social media using the links in the description box below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment below, and of course, turn notifications on and subscribe for future content. Thanks for watching everyone.